Welcome everyone. I'm Martin Petrovik, the mayor of the village of Trumansburg. This is not the village of Trumansburg, but it is the town of Ulysses, and I don't think we can find a better backdrop to talk about anything environmental and a symbol of this area as we have with Taconic Falls. And I think we're here for a number of reasons, but one of them is, we know we need more energy, and we know we need clean energy and safe energy for the environment. And I grew up outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I know what happens when you don't do things right when you're trying to gather energy. That was a coal area, and I can remember as a kid playing in the acid drainage coming out of coal mines that still, after 70 years after the coal mining was done, those areas are still polluted. So I think that's such an important issue, and I felt very strongly seeing the activity against anti-fracking. I couldn't think of any issue in this area that would affect us short-term and really long-term, both the quality of our life and really this area in general and the environmental importance of this area. And I can't emphasize the importance, I think, of everyone's efforts that we've had to try to deal with this issue. And we've seen a lot of activity in this area, both for and against fracking, but I believe it's extremely important that we try to convince the governor to really help rescind the draft environmental impact statement that was put together by DEC. We really should have a moratorium on any drilling till we really can do it safely. And it may be possible, but I think right now we don't know enough about it, and we're really concerned about what the impact is going to be. Because I think for generations, and as in my example of Pittsburgh, maybe forever, we could irreversibly affect the quality of life and the environment in this area. So I commend Congressman Arcuri for stepping up to the plate and to be able to get involved with this and really support the efforts to deal with really protecting the quality of life in this area.
Hi, I'm Walter Hang. Thank you all so much for coming out. It's nice to see so many of you again. And I want to thank the Congressman so much for his help. I've made a map of his district. As you can see, the southern end of Cayuga Lake right over here is an impaired water body. You can see in his district he has literally hundreds of existing wells. He also has a portion of the Millennium Pipeline, which is going to potentially carry the gas to market. So along with Congressman Hinchy and former Massa's district, this really is the epicenter of the Marcellus Shale horizontal hydrofracking issue area, and that's how come we have been so active. You can see we have drinking water drawn from the ground. We have a lot of impaired water bodies. We have critical aquifers that have to be protected. This is at the western end of the Millennium Pipeline in Allegheny, New York, where there's already been documented groundwater contamination impacting drinking water. People have been forced out of their homes due to gas. This is the density that we're looking at in the future, where there will just potentially be tens of thousands of horizontal hydrofracking wells in the Marcellus Shale formation. This is the reason we have to be so careful. This is the reason why we have to have adequate regulations. A year ago, when I began working on this issue, basically no one believed that we would hold off horizontal hydrofracking this long. I was really the first to document fires, explosions, contaminated drinking water supply wells, people who had been evacuated due to gas intrusion, and that called into question DEC's fundamental assumption that its existing regs were fine and we only needed a supplemental. So in a year, we have really seen a dramatic turnaround in the way that this issue has been perceived, and that's how come I believe we are closer than ever to having this draft withdrawn because of withering criticism from citizens, environmentalists, and notably the Environmental Protection Agency. So Congressman Arcuri, on behalf of more than 10,000 citizens, business owners, elected and appointed officials, farmers, and environmental groups, many of whom are represented here today, thank you for agreeing to sign the coalition letter requesting Governor Patterson to withdraw the woefully inadequate Marcellus Shale draft supplemental generic environmental impact statement. I commend you for your political courage, your environmental leadership, and your dedication to safeguarding the health of New Yorkers from potential Marcellus Shale horizontal hydrofracking hazards. And I promise you I am alerting the coalition letter signatories about today's event. And thank you again for your critically important support. Nice to meet you.
I just want to thank everybody for coming today. You know, we all needed a shower, clearly. But Pam McAsee is here, also really concerned about statewide issues here. And we know there's these levels of government, and the feds don't usually like to tell the state what to do, and the state really likes to tell the counties what to do. We know that. I'm Martha Robertson, I'm chair of the county legislature in Tompkins County. In case I joked in. But this is one instance where Mike Arcuri has, for more than a year, been aware of this issue, been really helping to get the message out that gas might be a great natural resource, for New York, but water is the #1 natural resource, and they're fighting wars around the world about water. This is not something to mess with, and Mike knows that, and he's spoken very strongly about that, and he's taken action at the federal level to try to bring the oil and gas industry back under the purview of the Safe Drinking Water Act, the other federal regulations, where they were exempted in 2005. It's time to bring them back under those very important protections. So Mike's been really out there in front on this issue. We know that the DEC is literally under attack right now. So certainly withdrawing the SGEIS and starting over is certainly something that really, there needs to be attention to that. There needs to be staffing. There's no way around this. If somebody has an idea that they're going to have this kind of drilling without a functioning DEC, then our next stop will be in Albany, because this is just simply not acceptable. So I'm really happy that Mike has decided to come here today and to add his voice to the many people who've said that this draft statement is not adequate. And we're really pleased to have you taken the stand, Mike.
Thank you for your leadership. Thank you. Thank you.